This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
I am Kevin Martini and welcome. So I was involved in a conversation recently and a person said to me, Kevin, you do not understand. Buying a home is less affordable today than has been at any other time in more than a decade. The chap was puzzled when I said he was 100% accurate. That is correct. Today, homes are less affordable today than they were at any other time in more than a decade. Affordability is on the mind of many, so in this episode, I want to share a little perspective on affordability. My wife Ron and I purchased our first home in the 90s. In the 90s, the median home price was $79,100. If you adjust for inflation, it was a little over $100,000 in today's money. So according to Zillow, the median home value in the U.S. today is $225,300. Wow, that is more than double from when my wife and I purchased our home. So yes, understandably, buying a home is more expensive now than it was in the 90s or even last decade. Now, let me share something immediately following what I call the mortgage renaissance, which was one of the worst housing crashes in U.S. history. There was a ton of distressed properties being sold at a discount. When I say a discount, I'm not talking 5% off. I'm saying 10 to 50% off. During this period of time, there were many properties and many neighborhoods that were impacted. The distressed properties lowered the price of non-distressed homes. Now, during this time, mortgage rates were kept low to help the economy. Okay, enough with the past. Let us move forward to today. Home prices have recovered brilliantly, and mortgage rates have risen as expected with a healthy economy. Growing home values and rising mortgage rates impact housing and affordability. Let me give you all some context. To do this, let's talk about a typical mortgage payment. Now, to come up with a typical mortgage payment, we must look at mortgage rates and home values and inflation too. For illustration, I'm going to use the average rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage with 20% down. In January 2000, the national home buyer's typical mortgage payment was about $1,100. During the housing boom in June 2006, the national home buyer's typical mortgage payment was $1,275. In February 2012, during the housing crash, the national home buyer's typical mortgage payment was $550. At the end of 2018, it was $918, and I believe at the end of 2019, the national home buyer's typical mortgage payment will be under $1,000. Well, to be exact, I think it was $963. There is no question that affordability was amazing during the housing crash, but today the real estate market is very healthy. Now, one can give multiple reasons why there was a housing crash. I can share my opinion. Money was very easy to come by, and that easy money made it very easy to buy a big home that may have had an unattainable payment. When the person closed, there was going to be a movement in that payment over time. So one could say some families were put into a mortgage product that they didn't know all the features or they weren't concerned about all the features. There is no question, in my opinion, there were some very bad actors peddling mortgages pre-2006. Many of those folks are gone, but not all. That is why I suggest if you're looking to buy a home, you should work with a two-step process. That process is Loan first, home second. The home loan you select should be with the help of an experienced, local, trusted mortgage strategist. Yes, who your mortgage strategist is matters. It matters more today than ever, since families should know before they owe. Every family should have price and cost clarity before they start shopping for a home. I say it every day. I said it moments ago. Loan first, home second. Sadly, there's not much things as a magic pill for weight loss. If there was, I would be on it like a fat boy on a cupcake. Sadly, there's no magic pill to get a mortgage either. Listen and listen carefully. Getting a mortgage is a big thing. A mortgage is a financial instrument like a stock or a bond you have in your portfolio. You are buying a big asset and taking out what may be the largest debt of your life. You need to understand it. You need to have a trusted mortgage strategist on your team that understands your short and long-term goals, understands your payment objective. No app on a smartphone can truly understand your short and long-term goals. There is no call center in America that can take care of your wants and needs like an experienced, local, trusted mortgage strategist can. Hey, did you know the job of a mortgage strategist is not done when your loan closes? Your mortgage debt should be monitored and managed, and that is what a mortgage strategist does. The national homebuyer's typical mortgage payment is more expensive today than it was in February 2012. However, at the end of 2018, it was 28% below the all-time peak, which was in June 2006. Today, lending is different. Money is available. Yes, it is more than a heartbeat that you need to qualify as compared to before, but literally in the past, if you were breathing, you were buying a home. Today you may be renting. Today you may be living in a home that does not currently or in the near future meet your needs. Now may be the time to buy. Now may be the time to upgrade. To me and the Martini family, it does not matter how big the house is. It matters how happy the home is. That means living within your means. Just because you can do something, it does not mean you should. In other words, just because you can afford a $600,000 home, it does not mean you should buy a $600,000 home. Again, only an experienced and trusted local mortgage strategist who understands your goals can help. Know that the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage is based in Raleigh, North Carolina, and serves families all over the Triangle, North Carolina, and all over the great state of North Carolina. Whether I'm your mortgage strategist or Logan is your trusted mortgage strategist, we both can help you identify your target payment and reverse engineer that payment into a purchase price. This will allow you to shop for a home with a plan. Shopping for a home with a plan is not just nice, it's required. Experts believe home values will continue to go up. Experts believe that mortgage rates will migrate higher, so it is important, if you are thinking of buying your first home or thinking of upgrading, to do it sooner than later. Remember, loan first, home second. I feel that home affordability will likely continue to slide, even if appreciation at a lower level than we have seen in the past. It's natural for home prices to rise over time. Buying your first home is attainable. Upgrading your current house is attainable. Remember, it may be more expensive today than it was last year or several years ago, but buying a home is less expensive than it was during the bubble and before the market correction. Buying a home today is more affordable than when Ronnie and I purchased our first home. In closing, with all of my heart, I believe that homeownership is on the path to wealth. If you are a renter who's paying $1,500 a month, in 30 years you have spent over $500,000. The exact number is $540,000. At the end of 30 years, you have nothing to show for it, and you own nothing. I help families secure a mortgage to buy a home and spend the same amount paying down a mortgage, and at the end of the day, owning a home free and clear. What do you choose? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kevin Martini, and I'm an experienced, local, trusted mortgage strategist. If you need or want help, I am here. Tune in next week for another episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. And in the meantime, be sure to visit www.martinimortgage.com for additional information. Cheers.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.